Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of my 9-day diet plan with Forever Living with the aloe vera range. God only knows why I decided to make a video out of this. As most of you will already be aware, I am quite crazy, so this probably is something that I would do. Um, to not make this a very long video at all, there are quite a few things I want to cover in a short period of time. So to make sure that it's not a long video, we're going to jump straight in with what I'm going to be talking about today. So the first part is, why am I doing this? I think it's really important that I tell you that. The second part is, after doing research into Forever Living and this diet plan, it came to light that possibly this could be a fad diet. So after doing research, I actually came to know that it was something quite different. And the reason why I'm bringing that in is because of my therapist role. I really don't want to be promoting something that ultimately is unhealthy. That really is important to me. So there's just going to be a little bit about that, but in conjunction with that, we're also going to talk about the products that I'll be using as part of the 9-day plan. And then the final part is going to be what happens next. Just give you an insight into what is going to be happening in the videos that I'm going to be taking moving forward. In anticipation of you watching the future videos, please bear in mind that they will be shorter than this one. I think this may be the longest one out of all of them because there's quite a few little things to cover. So straight into it. Why am I doing this? There are two reasons why I'm doing it. The first I'm only going to touch on very briefly, but that reason is that I have just taken up a business venture with Forever Living, the largest provider of aloe vera products in the world. And I will be planning to promote and sell these products on, particularly in this range, should the outcome I get from using them, should it be successful. This will not really be done so much in a local niche sense, although I will be doing that. Obviously, I will be doing that, but the main emphasis will be globally. I do have a little bit of global marketing experience, not so much, but I do have some of the basics. So I think that maybe it's about time that I perhaps expand on that. That aside, the bigger reason why I'm doing this that's more relevant to right now is that I am not happy with how I look. I am not happy by the fact that I am not slim. And I think those really are quite powerful words. I think words that um, perhaps a few people watching this video, or globally, could definitely engage with and understand, feeling something similar. Just to give you a very brief overview of my kind of relationship with food, it's kind of always been there, like ever since stuff from childhood, which I'm not going to go into, but really it's kind of lifted up quite a lot in the last 5 or 6 years, when my attachment to food and my eating behaviour and patterns have really grown unhealthily to really quite an astronomical level. And something that's quite symbolic for me that happened recently is that I just turned 30, um, which I'm not exactly elated about. But on reflection of that, I really feel that now is the time to start really doing something about it. I'm very good at the initial stages of doing something about it, but then it falls off. I lose track and my motivation goes, my reason for carrying on goes. So this is why I am doing this. I have tried pretty much all the fad diets out there, and great in the short term, not great in the long term. There was a point when I completely cut off eating altogether and didn't eat for a significant period of days. Again, perfect in the short term. Of course, you're not going to be able to maintain that. And if you do, then that's when things get obviously really quite scary. So I really feel, after turning 30, I really feel connected to something like, really, how many more months or years and years are going to go on when where this is happening, where it's affecting my confidence, where it's affecting my romantic life, when it's affecting me walking to the shop and feeling shit about myself. Now you might be listening to this thinking, well, hang on a minute, it's a 9-day plan. What do you expect to get from just 9 days? To say very briefly, I will be taking further videos of further plans, should this one be successful, of further aloe vera ranges offered by Forever Living. So this is only the first stage. So hopefully I've explained why it is that I am doing this. It's something that means a lot to me, for my happiness and growth and movement forward into happier times and experiencing new things that I want desperately to happen in my life. The next part of it is looking at whether this is a fad diet. I recently spoke to somebody, this person may be one of the people who watches this video, and I'm not about to say anything bad, but I took what she said seriously, and I investigated. I went through this plan with a fine-tooth comb, because there were questions as to whether this was a fad diet or not. And as I've already outlined, I'm a therapist. I'm not about to promote something that ultimately is unhealthy for somebody and myself. So in conjunction with looking at whether this is a fad diet or not, I'm also going to be introducing you to the products that I will be using as part of this plan. So the first thing I'm going to be using is the Forever Living chocolate flavoured protein shake. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that on the back. You can see the list there. That's a list of 21 different vitamins and minerals as part of this protein powder. Now, I am not a stranger to protein powders, and I know that there are a lot out there that are high in protein, but they're also very high in fats and are completely void of any vitamins and minerals. This is very different product. Certainly something not to make you think that this is something that comes as part of a fad diet plan. So something very high in vitamins and minerals and high in protein. Something you get as part of the pack that I'll be using day to day is Forever Fibre, to ensure that bowel movements move accordingly. I don't really think there's any nicer way to put that, but again, fibre, very healthy for the body, doesn't really sound that faddish. This product here, I was actually blown away by this product, and I believe it's Forever Living's highest selling product. Obviously, you won't be a stranger to aloe vera. Everyone's heard of aloe vera, and you might not even be averse to having aloe vera products in your day-to-day life. And I know I've had aloe vera products as well, but when I've looked at the aloe vera content of some of the products that I buy, the volume of actual aloe in the product is less than 10%. This is very, very different. If you look at, there it is there, if you look at the volume of aloe vera in this product, it's in excess of 99%, 99.7% pure aloe vera, which we know is a very healthy organic plant. It contains mega amounts of vitamin C, which we will probably also know is really good for the immune system. So again, lots of stuff around vitamins and minerals. Another thing that I'll be taking are food supplements. There are two different types here. The first one contains chromium, which is very good for stabilizing glucose secretions in your bloodstream. So again, that's very good. And the other tablet has loads of different vitamin B types in it. Vitamin, I think B8, B12, and maybe another one. And that's really good at addressing fatigue and tiredness. But again, vitamin based. The last part about sort of themes within the plan, stuff you can do on the plan, stuff you can eat on the plan, is that there are a range of free foods that you can eat. That will be a term that you've probably heard of in perhaps other diet plans. And it really encouraged. I remember getting, when I got this pack of the products and the book, there's loads of literature in here, and throughout it says don't be averse to having these free foods. Don't starve yourself. If you are hungry, go with what your body's telling you and take a selection of free foods and have, there are certain items on that list of free foods that you can have abundantly. You can have as many as you want. So with that knowledge, I think it's fair to say, come to the conclusion that this is not a fad diet if you use it appropriately. So I'm happy in promoting it. I appreciate that last part may have been, "Who gives a fuck? I'll do a fad diet, it's fine, you'll lose more weight." But, and I respect that, but I am different to that for reasons already mentioned. Now, the last part, I realise it's gone over 10 minutes. The last part is what happens next. You're going to see a lot of me in the next 9 days. I'm not going to make it unbearable. I'm not going to be like, 3 videos a day or anything like that. But you are going to see me day in, day out. And I think the most exciting time is when we get closer to when that 9 days elapses and I get back on the scales. I am about to work very hard on this. And I hope that you can be part of me in this process. I really feel like I'm in the right emotional state of mind and the focused state of mind to be able to achieve something that's really going to set me up for a healthy life. I really feel that now is the time. I've met some incredible people over the last year, I really have, and I would absolutely love just to share this with you. And if it fucks up, it fucks up. I'll be the only one that's embarrassed, but who really cares? So please be with me in this. Feel free to feel free to share, feel free to leave any comments. Thank you in advance for watching this and being part of it with me, and stay tuned for the next video because tomorrow I will be weighing myself. See you later.